Welcome to my channel. Today in my channel I am discussing about the major theorems in circle chapter class 9. So before going to video, if you like this video, click like button, share to your friends and subscribe to get upcoming notifications. So we can go to the video. This is the first theorem. The statement of first theorem is that equal chords of a circle subtend equal angles at center. This theorem explains that these AB and CD, these two are two equal chords, and these two chords subtend equal angles at center. In this figure, these two are the angles subtended by these two equal chords. So according to this theorem, these two angles would be equal. So this is what the first theorem says. This is the second converse part of the theorem 1, that is, if the angles subtended by chord at center are equal, then chords are equal. In this theorem, it is given that the two angles are equal. The two angles subtended by these two chords are equal. And we, according to this theorem, we can say that if the two angles subtended by these two chords are equal, these two chords will be equal to each other. So this theorem is that perpendicular from center to chord bisects the chord. That is that here O is the center and the perpendicular OC bisects AB at C. So according to this theorem, we can say that AC is equal to BC, since this OC bisects AB into two parts at C. So this is the converse part of the second theorem that we looked earlier. So this theorem says that the line drawn through the center part of the circle, which is to bisect the chord, would be perpendicular to the chord. That is, the angle formed here, this two angle formed would be 19 degree. So the line drawn through the center part of the circle in order to bisect the chord would be having angles perpendicular to chord, where this angle OCB would be equal to 90 degree, which would be equal to angle OCA. The third theorem is that equal chords are equidistant from center. That means it is given that here EF and CD, they both are equal and they are equidistant from center. So according to this statement or this theorem, we can say that OA would be equal to OB. So this is due to the reason that equal chords are equidistant from center. This is the converse part of the third theorem, that is, chord equidistant from center of the circle are equal in length. That means in this question it is given that OA and OB are equal. Since OA and OB are equal, the chords would be equal. So we can say that EF, chord EF would be equal to chord CD. This theorem says that the angle subtended by arc at center would be double the angle subtended by it and remaining part of the circle. That is, the angle subtended by the arc at center, that is, they given here as 2x. That this angle 2x would be double. That means this angle will be double the angle which is on the remaining part of the circle. So according to this theorem, we can say that here I mark this angle as angle PAQ as x. I mark angle PAQ as x. So the angle bisected on the center part of the circle would be 2x. That means double the angle. I will explain to the example, that is, for example, if I am giving x as 40 degree, this 2x, where this 2x would be 2 into 40, 80 degrees. So, angle POQ would be 80 degree and angle PAQ would be 40 degree. This theorem says that angles in the same segments are equal. Angles in the same segments are equal. So here in this figure we can see that this the major segments, this part, the angles formed are angle ADB and angle ACB. So according to this theorem we can say that these two angles will be equal. So example is angle ADB. If it is given question that it is 40 degree, we can, according to this theorem, we can say that angle ACB would be also equal to 40 degree. This theorem shows that angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. Here, AB is a diameter and this part would be the semicircle part. So, the angle formed here is angle ACB. So, according to this theorem, we can say that angle ACB would be equal to 90 degree. This is a cyclic quadrilateral. So first of all, I will explain to you what is a cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral is a quadrilateral where its four sides would be inside a circle. Then the main property of a cyclic quadrilateral would be the sum of either pair of opposite angle would be 180 degree. So it means that here angle 3 and angle 4, these two angles are opposite angles. So the sum of both the angles will be 180 degree. Similarly, here angle 1 and angle 2, these two are a pair of opposite angles. So angle 1 plus angle 2, the sum would be 180 degree.